Is the third roundtable that I've at least attended in part, and I think these are very valuable. As I indicated the last time we were together, I think the conversations that occur here may be more useful than the hearing setting that we often have in the United States Senate, and so I appreciate the individuals coming to Washington, D.C. and sharing with us their thoughts. I have, over the course of my Senate career, which is now only slightly more than a year, tried to become somebody who is an advocate for entrepreneurship and innovation, and in large part because I saw the failure of the President and the Congress to deal with the deficit issues that our country faces, and if we have the unwillingness or inability to deal with those things in regard to spending and revenues, maybe we can address this issue on the growth side. And you look at what the potential is, it seems to me it is in entrepreneurship, startup businesses, and innovation. And so I've been very interested in all the comments that I've heard now in three of these roundtable discussions. The only comment I wanted to make, as I've started down this path of trying to find what the necessary ingredients are to create an environment in which startups have a better shot at success, and in the process of pursuing success put people to work. I mean, there's a regulatory component, and I've heard that talked about. There's a tax component, capital formation. We've passed the Jobs Act. A wide array of things, a lot of research that goes on using federal dollars. How can we make sure it's available and can be commercialized? But the one I want to highlight today is this global search for talent, the battle for, and I understand before I got here at least three of you have talked about this topic. I'm trying to figure out how I can play a greater role in moving Congress in the direction of visas for highly skilled, trained, educated workforce. I spent some time in Silicon Valley a day or two last week during the recess, met with a number of startups as well as some who were startups a few years ago and are now very significant corporations, and this demand for the battle for global talent is, it seems to me, to be perhaps the most important issue we face in being able to grow our economy. And I wanted to relate to the chairman and now to Senator Risch the story that I heard in which one of those companies had, I think it was dozens, but I think it was 68 employees ready to be hired. The visas didn't work, and now they're expanding in Canada, not in the United States, as a result of that workforce there. And we heard a bit about repatriation, the money that companies have abroad that they are trying to figure out tax code-wise, how do we get back? And it occurs to me that if your money is abroad and the workforce is abroad, what do we do to encourage you not to grow your company abroad? And this workforce issue, I think, is the significant one. And so I want to highlight the importance of that. Lots of areas in which we need to work on and to create an entrepreneurial environment in the United States. But it seems to me that the vast majority of members of the Senate, of Congress perhaps, could agree upon the desirability of a policy that would allow foreign-born but U.S.-educated, highly trained individuals to remain in the United States and use their skill set and intellect for our economy's benefit. And yet we get caught in this immigration, broad, all-encompassing kind of conversation, and the politics never seem to allow us to do what at least I think the vast majority of policymakers in Washington, D.C. either know we should do, or if told the facts, would easily reach the conclusion that we need to do this. So if you can help me find the way to get the political environment that we need in order to advance the economic environment that we need, I'm interested in that conversation.
Absolutely, and I look forward to working